those items in your closet that are comfortable, but you just find yourself never really wearing them because for whatever reason, they're just boring as shit? I guess is what we're getting at here. I'm a refashionista Sheri, and I show you how to use what you have to make what you want. And today we're going to take those things that you maybe have lurking at the back of your closet, that you put them on and you think, yeah, I could wear this, it's comfortable, but you're just not feeling it at all. And so today I grabbed a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, and a very cool vintage lace top that just for some reason suddenly became very awkward for me to wear. And we're gonna mash everything up together with a vintage pillow of all things and make the most amazing boho refashionista look ever. I hope. Anyway, that's the plan. So you know what? Let's just get making. There's nothing wrong with these jeans. They're comfortable. They're a lovely loose fit. They're just really, really boring. So I've had this awesome vintage pillow forever, and I think it's time that I actually make it wearable because it's so cool and super textured. It's just awesome. So I'm going to take out all the stuffing, and we're going to use this as a giant awesome patch on one of the thighs here, and I think it's going to look fabulous. To make my life a whole lot easier, I'm going to open up the side of the leg of the jeans that I'm going to put the patch on, just so I can maneuver it so much easier in the sewing machine. I unpicked the top seam here, and now I can take out this pillow interior, which looks very vintage as well, of course. And now I'm just going to trim this up into a lovely patch. And there it is, looking wonderful and lovely. I took a little bit of extra time and I ironed all of the sides in to give it a nice clean edge. So now we can get it onto the jeans. I have it all pinned in place, and you can see I went pretty close to the interior seam here, then all the way around. And when I stitch this side back together, it should actually fold under and just look like a wonderful clean edge of the jeans. And this is what the inside looks like. I mean, it's not super neat, but you know what? It's the freaking inside, and I don't think anybody is going to be taking my pants off to inspect these interior seams. I hope not anyway. But I think it's time to flip it right side out and see what it looks like. It's Refashionista Sheri again, popping in just to remind you that if you love my videos, absolutely let me know. Throw me a like, share them with your online circles, and of course subscribe. All of these things are the quickest, easiest, and totally free ways that you can help support my refashionista revolution and help me get more people using what they have to make what they want, because as I show you every single week, it is so super easy. You don't need any special tools or skills or anything like that. You just need to, borrow my refashionista brain, and I have thousands of tutorials to help you do just that. Of course, my Dolly Parton t-shirt is fabulous and awesome, and it does fit me, but it's just so boring and boxy. So we are going to improve this, so I'm going to want to wear this all of the time. And all I need to do that is this fabulous, yet not looking so fabulous anymore, vintage lace top. I've had this for well over a decade, and I have worn it loads, which is why it is not looking so great anymore. And I don't know what happened maybe over the years of washing it, but it really just isn't fitting right anymore, and the seams are kind of pulling here and there. So we're going to combine it with this lovely Dolly t-shirt and make an absolutely fabulous top. So let's just do it. So the first thing I need to do is just chop off these sides, and I want to try to keep as much of the center part, the body part of the shirt as I possibly can, but it is fast fashion, right? So the seams are all wonky, but I'll do my best. If your shirt is more evenly made than mine, you could simply fold it in half and line up the neckline and the bottom hem, and then have a pretty even cut on both sides. Mine is not at all even. You can see here, if it's lined up on the bottom, the collar's not going to line up here. So I'm just going to eyeball it and hope for the best, because you know what? Perfection's the enemy of good enough, and it's going to look awesome no matter what. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing with my other shirt, but this time I want to try to keep as much of the shoulder, sleeve, and side as possible. And now you can see what my idea is here, to add these sides and sleeves to this center part of the shirt. And I think it's going to look absolutely fabulous. So let's stitch it all together. So to get everything lined up as nicely and evenly as possible, you're going to take your chopped sleeve side, and everything's right side out at this point, by the way, and then just line up the shoulder seams of both, and then flip your sleeve side over. So now it has the right sides facing, and you then can just go stitch it all the way down on both sides, of course, and then flip it out, and it's pretty much done. And these sides are on and looking absolutely freaking fabulous. But of course, the bottom doesn't look great here, so I'm going to trim it, and then I'm going to add a bit of lace here just to finish it off. Most people would have seen that damaged vintage lace top and that old vintage pillow and just gone, ew, and thrown them out, right? But we don't do that around here. We're refashionistas, and we see the potential in just about anything, right? So this is your homework right now, is to think about what you have in your house, or literally go around your house and find one thing that you could transform or refashion, like right away. And let me know down below what that thing is. And let's put our refashionista thinking caps on and help each other refashion and upcycle what we already have in our homes. And I betcha I will probably even have a tutorial to share with you, because I've been sharing tutorials since 2011 on my blog, and I don't even know when my channel started. It was a little bit after that, but I have literally thousands of fab-free tutorials. If you want to go deeper, I highly recommend joining my wardrobe revolution at refashionistasherry.com. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. For just 99 cents a month, you can help save a struggling refashionista. For just 99 cents a month, you can help sustain the much-needed work that goes on behind the scenes. Every thrift flip, every DIY, every upcycle, every free tutorial can only continue with your support. Join my Refashionista crew for only 99 cents a month, less than the cost of 2 bananas or a pack of gum, and help me continue teaching anyone who wants to learn how to use what they have to make what they want. Don't let affordable, sustainable DIY style become an endangered species. Join my Refashionista crew today.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.